Well, hi legends, it's Tori, it's your uncle, it's the Geelong-Flipper here, buying and reselling things on eBay to make a profit ethically. I was thinking about, like I say legends, and I've got a specific thing in mind when I do say legend. You. Tori here.
Your Uncle Flip.
Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Tori here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here, the
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Okay guys, welcome back, hello, welcome if you have never been here before. My name's Tori, the Geelong-Flipper, and what is a flipper? Well, it's not like flipping like that. It is the act of buying something to flip it over to someone else to make money. And that's what I do, that's how I earn my income, and I have a lot of fun doing it, and I share the experiences on YouTube and wherever else I can. It's not, the channel's a bit of a weird thing. It's an evolving creature filled with over 2,000 beautiful faces. All right, the Geelong-Flipper channel is here to help you, entertain you, make you laugh, make you make friends, and generally just give you a home to come to when you're trying to buy and sell on eBay. I just want to know a little bit more about op shopping or thrifting. I am not an expert by any means. I am supporting myself full time though, doing what I'm doing. So I guess that does speak a little bit for me, but I do live a very modest lifestyle. So anything I say on the show, please do bear those things in mind. And that what I say is not, you must do, you have to do, but I'm also not asking for you to give me any money for the information. That is a topic, therefore, forthwith and by itself. There's a popular Australian YouTuber who is offering a course for $450. And, this is in May 2025. I don't know how I feel about that, so I will disseminate as much information as I can, 100% for free. That being said, if you do want to financially support the show, there is channel membership. There is very little benefit. There isn't. Other than the fact it helps me and helps me do what I do without stressing about the time it takes me to make the videos. If that makes sense. I try to do a daily video to have something out there for you. And I did have a day off yesterday. In the evening, I did just film a little bit. The love of my life, Ali, was pampering me, so I filmed that just for a little giggle. But it wasn't. It was beautiful. Like, she was doing, like, the peels on the nose and some sort of miracle whip. I know my skin's glowing. I know when I started the video, you guys looked and went, Edward Cullen? Oh, I've got about 10 orders to pick at the Offsite. Now, if you are new, the Offsite's just a little storage facility that we call the Offsite. Channel people know about it, but you guys will come to visit it as well. It's a 4 meter by 6 meter storage shed. I've got it set up though as a workspace. We have got power in there that we bought, a power station, and you guys have been a big part of that journey, and for which I am extremely grateful. Holy dooly, the arthritis in my back today is breathtaking. Wow. It's days like this that make me go, I just want to move north now. It is so weird and bizarre. I love Geelong. If you've never been to Geelong, come and visit. It is beautiful. We're situated right near the water. We've got really lovely beaches that aren't, when it's winter, they're freezing cold to visit, but they're still pretty. But if you're into surfing, we've got some of the best surf in the entire world. I am not a surfer. I do like the beach and I do like going to the beach. I prefer warmth, particularly now that I'm getting older. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I've covered all this before, but there's always going to be new people checking in, and if you're still with us now, please do hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment, and hit the bell for notifications. Yeah, 10 items to pick today. After the fiasco that was last week, I am running promoted listings. If you don't know what a promoted listing is, I will keep repeating stuff because everyone tunes in at a different time. So I might even one day just do a very short video and put it in the how-to section, just what is a promoted listing. But in fact, oh no, I don't edit, so I won't even hear myself say it. Unless you guys remind me to say, clip out what is a promoted listing. Okay, so guys, eBay does a thing called promoted listings. Think of it, if you will, the chance for you to advertise and promote your products on eBay. So when someone types in Barbie doll, don't know what that was, Barbie doll, and you have a promoted listing, eBay will push the thing that you're selling up higher than the people who don't promote their listing. So you will have the chance to be seen sooner, and if your price is right, it does fold or become a tool to selling. All right, so your promoted listings do help. They are like advertising products. They're not for everyone, but they are for me. So when you're going into your listings, you have the opportunity to set a promoted listing rate, and you can do the eBay suggested one. And when they say the eBay suggested one, yes, you will pay that percentage of your final sale. Please bear that in mind. You're about to pay. I choose the general one where you pay if the item sells. So basically with that, please bear in mind, you'll still have your transaction fee from eBay, and you will then have your promoted listing fee if someone clicks on that sponsored link. When you promote, it shows up in the listings as sponsored, okay? Because you are sponsoring the item that you're trying to sell. So just know, that's what promoted listings are. I personally do them, and I would suggest that if you want your items to be seen, you do it as well, as long as you bear in mind you will pay that percentage if someone uses the sponsored link. I hope that helps. And if it does, give me a big old thumbs up, give it a like. And yeah, follow the channel for more hints and tips. Okay, we got that out of the way, and I clipped afterwards, so I'll try to put that up as a separate one. I think it gives even though I'm driving, it does give you a succinct sort of explanation. So some people do get a bit lost with promoted listings. I like them. They have helped my business greatly, and when I drop them, yeah, not good things happen to my sales. Now we're going to stop. We're going to get a coffee, and we're going to get a toasted sandwich, and then we'll head to the offsite. I can't see past this vehicle. It's not his fault, but he's totally blocking my sight of the road. Frustrating. And now there's another big car, and this one's even worse. Okay, Tory and go. Yeah. All right guys, let's get some food and drink, and then we will head off. This weather is just a little bit miserable. I've put on the hoodie. It's a nice and thick one, but I've still got my shorts on, so you know. I'm a contradiction in clothing. I'll be right back. Yes, thank you. I'll have a toasty. You can't even see the menu through the rain. All right, food is ordered. We are waiting. We're waiting patiently. But yeah, this change in the weather, it's now like rain. In fact, it's gonna shut the window rain because it's coming this way. It can be a little bit chilly here. Like it isn't even winter yet, but today is cold. It's 13 degrees, and yeah, I'm in shorts like a foolish fool. I'm not looking forward to later, well, in an hour and a bit, I've got seeing my psych. Not looking forward to that. We're doing some sort of review. I think it's my 10th visit. So we're going over everything that we covered. And I don't know, lately the last few times I've been going, it's been upsetting and really set me in a funk. But this coffee will fix me up quick smart. Hang on. yeah, I'm not looking forward to going to see my psych. I know it's been good. Just in case you're new, I am getting some help for some issues. I am a ex-military member. I served 8 years and also served on HMAS Sydney during the Gulf War, hopefully way back before some of you were even born, and that's the truth. And it's funny, just that and life and loss and everything else. I thought for my own mental health, it was time that I went and got some help with it. I also do, I was going to say suffer. I'm not suffering. I also have mild autism, which just means the way that I process certain things is just a little bit different. And it's not a bad thing. It's let me write 11 books. You can find them on Amazon. But I do also want to bring it to the forefront that, you know, some of these things, and it seems that there's a lot of people in the reselling space that do have, you know, some sort of neurodivergency going on. And I think that's what makes it such an exciting space to be in, because we found something that made us feel like we had a home and a purpose, and, you know, just allows us to be our true selves just that little bit more. I'm pulling up at an op shop now. If you're American, a thrift store. And whenever I come past, I have a rule. If there's a park, I go and have a look. And I do have a lot of stock. You'll see that when you come out to the offsite. But it's that one time you don't look that really big item will be there. So let's come and have a quick look at this place. And I'll stop recording, and then if there's something worth showing you in there, I'll turn it back on. All right, so found this. They want $3 for it. The Vigilons seem to do quite well, so we're going to pick that up. I think I should be able to ask $50 plus for that one, and I haven't checked this one yet, and I'm going to check this little one here. That one also looks all right. $4 on it, and it looks as though I'll get $60 plus. This is $2, so I'm going to grab that one as well. I might even try to, they're fairly common, but if I find another one somewhere, I might be able to sell it as a 2-pack, and I'll try to find some darts to include with it. So it'll be a fun little game, and then I'll be able to bundle it up and sell it for a bit more. So as you can see, it's always worth a duck in. Now with my sales, because my stock is like crazy amounts, I do say, okay, well, if there's something and I can clear, you know, over $20 profit for a cheaper item, then it's something it should be worth doing. But otherwise, we leave it there. But those Nerf guns and the Barbie doll all fell within the correct criteria. And in fact, the Nerf guns, they rocked. I deserve my sandwich now. Now, we'll go and pick some orders. It's $9.50. I'll double check, but I think I'm meant to be at the Sykes at 11, but they are just up the road. It is a catch-22, isn't it? Like, oh, this is a big truck. You'll see how long, I think, if you get to see go past. Don't know what you call it when there's like one thing and no, you won't see it. Oh, maybe no, you won't get to see it. Bad luck. Yeah, I find the counselling upsetting, but I do know it's helped. But yeah, let's put that off for just, I started thinking about it and started getting upset. We'll put that off for now, and let's get our little booties into the offsite. We're heading on in now. Just got to pop the first security code in. Okay, waiting patiently, waiting impatiently, waiting, just waiting. It was funny, having the day off yesterday, I needed it. I still dealt with little things, like I sent out offers and all that sort of stuff. You can't stop doing that, really. I mean, you can, but I think it does very much negatively impact you. It was nice just to take that time. The sleep in was surprising because I don't sleep in. And so, no, I woke up at the normal time, made Ali and myself a coffee, and we had that in bed. And then I popped the drink down and drifted back off until almost midday, guys. Do you guys still sleep like that? Like, that was rare for me. My body must have needed it. But yeah, utterly crazy. All right, we are at the offsite. I'll take you in there, and then I'll flick the camera back on, and I'll get the power going. You've done this a million times with me before. I'm so lucky that you guys just like driving around with me. I am really blessed. Sometimes it's going to sound silly. Sometimes I actually feel that this is better therapy than the therapy. Sometimes it just lets me talk out loud to you guys, and then I get my responses a day later or 12 hours later or whatever. But I'm a very lucky individual to have you guys in my life. So yeah, thank you. All right, let's get in. All right, guys, welcome to the offsite. If you haven't been here before, this is my little storage room, and it's been really good for efficiency and for us to expand our operations. We had a much smaller one, but we recently upgraded to this one. And so these units are not powered, but we saved and spent a lot of money. It's paid off now, but it was about $900. We bought a power station that's capable of powering that fluorescent light, our computers and everything else. And as long as we're not nuts, it will definitely get us through a work day. But if we're just running the light, it gets us several days of power. So it's fantastic. It charges crazy fast as well. So in terms of things that I'm doing in here, and if you're new, this is where I talk you through what I'm planning and what I'm trying to achieve. I am, as you can see, I've got the bubble wrap there. My next project that will be tomorrow is to raise the bubble wrap up to, you can't see my hand. I'm going to raise that to about there, which will put this, I don't know, about that high instead. And that means I'll have more, I can use the entire bench again for workspace and pull down to get the bubble wrap. If this can support the weight, I might get some corrugated paper as well, some hex paper, just for packing. In terms of just general housekeeping, so as you know what's going on, it is raining a little bit outside, so I'll just give this a quick wipe down on top. So these are my more recent listings, and they were part of my old death pile. So we have a death pile challenge. There's and each tub, well, this is death pile doom challenge tub number 2. And at home, I've got a few more to do, but then I've finished part of this amazing big death pile. This is all unlisted stock. And it is overwhelming and it is scary, but it's also thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of opportunity. I think a lot of us do it. We get into that crazy thrifting stage and we lose track. But I know there's stuff in there that's worth good money, and I'll share the process now. What we've done in the Doom Challenge on the channel is I show you what's in the death pile tubs. I don't know what's in them anymore. So there's too many. There's over 100, I think. So we get to look at it together, and that will be interesting. Now, what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to have a bite of this. So block your ears for a second. Okay. So I'll get that. I can't even get that up and out of the way. There's a lot of stuff in here. Even now, like, this is a brand new area and it is filling up So what I do now is I still thrift, and I do, like you just saw me. With those rules in place, I buy a lot less, like a crazy amount less. I'll just move Ali's clothing that she's got ready to list. Move over, please. Okay. Can I fit that up here just for now? Oh, that's an interesting proposition. I didn't realize the front door of this is a roller door. It's a garage door. But because the rain's been hitting it, the wet roller door sits over part of our stock. I'll have to remember to tell Ali that, and we'll work something out. But I don't want it dripping down because she's got cardboard boxes up the top of her shelving, whereas mine's all in plastic tubs. Interesting. No, we need this out of the way. Just for now. Is there room? Don't know how. How is there room? No, that's dangerous. Get it down or you'll be famous. Okay. That's out, that's out of the way. Everything's a song. Everything's a song. Let's pick some orders, guys. I do have to be mindful of time, and part of the thing with the way I am is I don't always pay attention to time. So I've got 45 minutes to pick 10 items, which you would think would be easy, but I run my mouth the whole time. And that does make things a bit difficult for me sometimes. This connects to the phone. So there we go. Join. We'll bring those orders up. And just so you know where I'm at, I am still sitting above $20,000. In fact, $20,426. So I'm starting to see I might hit $21,000. I'm hoping that I hit $21,000 by the end of the week. I don't think I will. I think it'll be the following week in my 90-day total. Okay. Can I move you guys around with me easily today? I don't know. I know that ever since Chrissy got me the microphone, which I'm using right now, I don't feel that mad compulsion to drag the camera around. But I also don't like the idea of just leaving you guys down the other end, you know. So because I'm a famous Hollywood producer, I'll just do this. Hey guys, hey, well that looks weird. If you miss that, look up and then rewind and just see that angle I just did. It looked bizarre. Promise. Shoe tub 3. This was a funny sale. Well, funny and annoying. I'll explain more in a second. Once I find the pair to this, there it is. Okay, so, excusez-moi. This is a pair of Nike sneakers that is sold, but there's a story involved. So, it's not a bad story, it's just a story. But it'll be one that you guys, particularly resellers, will have heard all too often. So, I had these are Nike skateboarding Solar Soft sneakers. They're a very small sneaker, a size 8. Well, to me that's small because I take size 13 or 12 or 13. But originally the buyer, and I get it because we're all trying to save money, but the dude sends me an offer for $20. I'm like, no. I paid $4 for them, but $20, no. And I had them up for 35. Sent an offer back for 30, and I thought, yeah, because they're in good nick. I mean, there's little bits of gravel. They have been worn, but they're special like gum rubber sneakers. They are better for skateboarding, that's for sure. I sent one back for 30. They sent one back lower. And anyhow, eventually I cancelled it. I just went, nah, this is stupid. I've tried to meet you kind of in the middle that we both have a win. And like I'd send that offer through for 30, which I thought was fair, plus shipping, of course. And then they'd send back another offer, a lowball offer, and I went, oh, no. So I just went, decline. Just declined it. And yeah, then they sent back an offer for 30. I'm like, why did we have all that other interaction? Why did we? Either way around, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, I don't like this tub. Some of the tubs are hidden behind other tubs. It's just the way it is. Some things will never change. I can't do much about it. I'll just grab it out. Won't be a second. It was actually at the top. So that was a very quick find. The final destination, I paid $1 for it, sold it for $15 plus shipping. And yeah, that final destination series was a lot of fun. It's, as far as I'm concerned, they've written strong horror violence. In my opinion, it's horror light. But it was a good premise and well thought out. I haven't seen apparently there's another one either in development or came out. I haven't seen it. Unfortunately, I know a viewer, Rhiannon, I'm sorry, mate. I think that was on your list of stuff you wanted to buy. But it is, as you know, when you wait, it's first come, best dressed. And I'll try to find another copy of it for you, just in case it was the one that you were after. I'll try to find another copy. Now, I will get that tub put away in a second, but the next one is heading off to Darren, who bought this during a live and is a channel member. Thanks, mate. Okay, no message on this one because he bought it during the live and told me, but mate, as always, I do appreciate the fact that you give me business. You've bought my book. You're a good friend to the channel, and I do appreciate it. So this is not a profitable sale. It is simply something that lets me move a bit of my past out of my house. Doesn't have any bad mojo. Just I love the punk rock group, the Dead Kennedys. I've got all their albums on CD. I've listened to them forever. Still enjoy them today. But I went and started buying stuff on vinyl a few years ago. I used to do a lot of retail therapy just because I felt bad a lot of the time. I was by myself and my marriage hadn't worked out and I was depressed. So I'd do a lot of shopping, buying crap I didn't need to fill my home to make me feel full. Doesn't work, guys. I hate to say it. And I did the same with a lot of my stock, I think. I transferred, well, I'm buying stock. I'm not buying personal stuff. And still, you know, it's good because I can sell it. But I bought that record to play. I never played it. I think I've still got another Dead Kennedys album up there. But I think I paid $49 for it. And I sold to Darren for $59 plus postage. So it's just in and out kind of thing. In fact, let's have a look here. We'll have a look at the... Okay, so, mate, I appreciate the fact you didn't use any codes. That did allow me to keep some of my profit. I do run a code. It's on my videos, guys. It's jumping... I think it's, it's Geelong-Flipper. If you put Geelong-Flipper into your purchase on checkout, you get 5% off. It's a coupon. It runs, well, it's currently live until the end of the year. So you can get 5% off buying from me. But yeah, Daz paid $59, $15 postage, $74. But here you go. This is what... this is the cheeky side of it. So he went straight into my shop and found this himself. Yet I got charged transaction fees of $10. And I got ad fee of $6. So I ended up with $57.95. And by the time I go to the post office and post this, even with my band 5, I might break even on my original purchase. But I bought it years ago and it didn't have a value then as in terms of stock. So I've made at least $49 out of it. which is good. It's not here, it's at home. You might actually hear my stomach rumbling. That's a nervous thing. I'm nervous about going to the psych. All right. So I mentioned I'm an author. I've got 11 books. They're all on Amazon, but I also sell signed copies direct to you through my eBay store. Type in Tori Favreau into eBay. All of mine will say autographed by the author. There is a small marketplace of people who aren't me selling my books for a lot more than what I sell them for. So look for the ones signed by the author. And this book, Pinata, is one of my best sellers. It's an extreme horror novel. Don't let the cover fool you. I did that so you could read it anywhere and no one would go, oh, that looks disgusting. Inside is horrific nightmare fuel. Okay? It's a lady trapped in an apartment with her kids and a dog, and things go extremely bad. I'm also writing the sequel to it, Hunters. And for an independent author, I've sold several thousand copies of this, mainly digitally, but I have physical copies. It's hard for us as Australian authors, even though most of my books get sold in America, they don't want to pay the shipping. So I don't sell many copies of my books, even though I happily ship overseas. But yeah, this is going to Tim, who is a viewer of the channel. And yes, he did not leave a message on here, purely because once again, he bought it during one of my live streams and I saw the sale take place. And Tim, thank you, mate. You're a bloody legend. Thank you so very much. I'll get that signed off. Going to write something horrible in it for you. And I generally write something that has something to do with the book in my books. So yeah, that is going to be sent off to you today, mate. Thank you so very much for the purchase. And let's have a look here. No, you just, oh, I've got a sale on my books at the moment. I think it's 15%. So you took advantage of that, which is good. I like it. Yeah, no, that was a good one. Now, this one I'm excited for. Let's have a look here. Except I have given myself a nightmare. So, Naomi, first things first, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And thank you for buying off me. I didn't write what tub this one was in. Okay, so Naomi purchased Goosebumps number 23, Return of the Mummy, and wrote, thanks, Tori. After taking a 5-year break off eBay reselling, it's refreshing to watch your honest, engaging YouTube videos as I build my full-time store. I hope the sales start picking up for you. I was doing the emojis. Keep up the great work. I'll do my best, mate, and thank you for buying from me. I'm going to look for this last simply because I was a dum-dum and I did not put what tub this is in. But I do have a way around that either way. So worst case around to get yours out today, I'm going to send you my personal copy and then I'll find yours in the tubs and I'll put it back in my personal copy because I do have that book. Okay, so either way around, you are looked after and that's all that matters. Thank you so very much for that, Naomi. It is appreciated. Guys, if you are watching and you happen to buy from me, please leave me a message that I can read it out and express my thanks on the show. I think viewers really like that, and you know, and I certainly like it because it's a way I can say thank you so very much. So with that one there, I spent $1 on the book and sold it for $10.20 plus $8.95. But at the moment, with the eBay satchels, these extra small. Now, I do have to say, on a live stream I did, I was told several times by different people, it's not their fault, that's what they were told, but that the flat rate padded mailers were available in regular Australia Post offices. They're not. They're available on eBay, okay? Or you special order them. You're using Australia Post to order them, And then when you buy the labels, the mailing labels, you have to buy them through eBay currently. But the beauty of it is until the end of May 2025, it's $4.28 to send one of these bad boys. And I think by the time you buy a bundle of them, the actual mailer itself, it's less than $1 comfortably. So it's been helping on some of the non-big items that you can make a couple of bucks sending them in these. And they've got the hex paper inside them. They're robust. I really like them. So try to get into those if you haven't done so already. But yeah, I will be taking one of those with me to make sure that Naomi gets her book. I love Goosebumps, guys. They're so awesome. You know what, though? I was low-key shattered, and I can't remember exactly, but R.L. Stine wrote Goosebumps. And I remember reading somewhere that, no, he had a whole heap of ghost, no pun intended, but ghost writers writing Goosebumps as it got more and more popular. That's my understanding. I hope it's not the case. I don't know. But I know he's still writing them. I love Goosebumps. And they're genuinely creepy. Like, don't be fooled. They are creepy. Okie dokie. Crucifix Killer. We'll get onto that one as well. Thank you, John. That's going over to the United States. I paid $2 for it and sold it for $15.47. Chris Carter writes amazingly good books, but they're not in the upper echelon of price point. But I'm still very grateful for the sale. Okay. And those books are at home. I'm still moving stuff over. You guys know that. In tub 20, I'm glad about this one. I only just bought this recently. I paid $4 for it, and I got $32.30 plus $10 postage. It's a great top, though. It's a brand called Stussy. It's an Australian brand. Shaylin, thank you very much for your order. I'll grab it out now for you. And it's one of the ones that I recently showed in the video I was making. I can see it here. I'll just grab it. And it's a beautiful olive green waffle pattern material. And yeah, it's cool as. I do like it. No, not $4, sorry. I paid $7 for this one. But it's awesome. And now it's going to its new home. So it's going up to Queensland, where I should be going, you know. I really like Queensland. 10:20. I have a little bit of time up my sleeve. So we will be doing the packing of the stuff that is here, which is a good thing. All right. Yeah, 32.30. That's I'm happy with that. I sent out an offer on it because there was interest almost immediately, and I thought, see if I can actually get that over the finishing line. So, in death pile 1, we have had a win. So I'll just get that down. You're going to maybe hear plastic hit the ground, and don't worry, it's just a lid. No, I don't want it to hit the foam, so I'll catch it. Okay. So, this is in the death pile that I've started to try to be accountable for. And actually, I might just quickly jump in while I'm thinking. Because channel member CJ wanted to buy something and was asking what the code was for it. And it's a code that you guys can all use. So I'll just quickly, waiting for payment, I'll just quickly let her know. It's Geelong-Flipper fam. And I'm at the offsite now, CJ, and I'm recording right now as I speak to you. So I'm going to pick that order regardless, so as I can ship it off to you today. Full stop. Cheers, mate. Okay, that's sent. See? It's kind of weird. It's like we can communicate while we're recording. And the funny thing is, like, CJ will get that early and it'll still be on the video. It's just weird. It's like a time warp. All right, let's go back to the proper items. I am going to be picking that one though. Let's see here. So yeah, this was Donkey Kong Jungle Beat from Nintendo. This was something that I was given by Rubber Duck Rye, my friend Rylan, who has very kindly provided, in case you guys missed it, he showed how to package up mugs. Now, he sells a lot of mugs, and the way he does it is really, really good. And this is down the bottom, so that's okay. And by the way, look at this cutie. Dorothy the dinosaur from the Wiggles. She's old, that plushie, but in extremely good shape. So yeah, this was one that Rye gave me, but it was right in front of me when I was listing, so I chucked it in the death pile because I had made room. So that game there. And what we'll do once we have finished collecting our orders is we'll prepare them for postage. So tomorrow, when I don't have the counsellor, because I know that I get in a funk when I do have my counselling, I will come back and I'm going to set up my label printer here once I elevate the bubble wrap, my Joe printer, and I will get that all up and running. So I wanted to know though, if you guys were, when you were watching the other video about the promoted listing rates and you guys were struggling over the weekend, did you initiate a higher promoted rate? Did you try to follow what I did? As I always say, it's not for everyone. I tell you about what has worked for me. But out of curiosity, did any of you do it? Did it work? I know it did for one of you. I've heard back from one of the viewers who said, yeah, look, I did try what you did and immediately it started working. Ali has done her own adjustments on her store because it had slowed and it picked up as well. I hate to say it, but you've got to feed the beast. You do have to feed the beast. Sometimes you may not want to, but you got to feed the beast. It's just bad luck. I really need someone to buy out of plush 3 just so I can shut the lid on it properly. It just sort of all pooches up because I've got a for real pet in here. I don't know if I showed you, but this little kitty cat, like meow, I tested it. It all works. Meows, blinks, ears move. It is so cute. And I've got a dog one up as well. But because she's rigid, I can't just slam the lid shut on her because I don't want to break any of the robotics that are inside it. The other for real friend is in the death pile tub. I popped it in there so as I wasn't cheating on the challenge. I had to fill up a tub and I had to move some stuff around. Look, I'll show you. It won't mean much. You'll just see fur inside plastic. So that is the other for real. It's a dog. All right, so I'm making room now for tub 39. I was listing these live. I bought a big bag of plush and basically it was the Rainbow Friends plushies and it's this guy here. And that went for $16 and I got about 15 plushies in a $7 bag. So it's profitable. I can't figure out the maths, but in terms of profitability, absolutely. So thank you very much for buying that off me. I'll just have a quick look here, see if I've got a name. Karina, thank you so very much, and it's off to Queensland as well. I do get a fair bit of business through Queensland. I think it's to rub it in that I don't live there. But in any case, they are the things that are to be picked. And now I know that CJ is going to buy that, so I am going to grab it. And I I know it sounds silly, but guys, when it's a channel member or a viewer, and I know it is, even if they haven't paid yet, of course I know they're going to pay, so I generally pick the order and give them that chance to come and grab it. That's actually out of the latest tub. So out of Death Pole Tub 03, let's have a look here. It's Foghorn, Leghorn, the Rooster. I paid $1 for Foghorn, and it's at $13.65 at the moment. And CJ's going to use that code, so it will be a little bit less. But it's just another good opportunity to... oh, wait, 3 is at home. 3 is at home. That's Death Pole 2. Death Pole 2. Got ahead of myself. Sorry, guys. Yeah. And sorry, CJ, I actually told you I'm at the offsite and I'm going to pick it, but 3 is at home. So I'll take a satchel home for it, and that'll work just nicely. So give me a couple of seconds, guys. I am going to have a bite of this toasty, but I'm not going to be working, so I'm going to flick off for 2 seconds. All right. Excuse me. I should have done the throat clear before the button push, but that's just the way love goes. Okay. So as I said, I use a lot of these where I can. We're going to just pop these in bags to give you an idea of how you can package your stuff. I am not the world's best packer. There are plenty better than me, but I don't get complaints about how I pack. So let's, what I do here until I get myself sorted properly is I put everything into its packaging and I write the customer's first name and their initial. And that is more just because I'm worried that when I do it, I might inadvertently show their details fully on camera. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. So with these, I noticed a comment was made and it was fair. It looked as though I was just shoving a book in, and I was. But the trick I did off camera, I think, which didn't help, I took the book out, but yeah, you guys picked it up and I appreciate it. With these new mailers, they are really tight around here. You can run your hand in just gently, like the finger along there, and it will open them up just a bit more. Okay, so it gives you plenty of room. And then it's just, because it's already padded, I can already say that's going to James. So thank you, James. And James A. And at the moment, sending anything, try to use these things because it's $4.28. So cheap. If I could get away with it, I would even chuck the sneakers in there. And it wouldn't matter because they're sneakers. I'm not going to. With the sneakers, I should be able to get away with, because they're small, I should be able to get away with using a small mailer. So, Edward, your sneakers, if they fit in easily, let's see. I have to give them a bit of a squeeze. I was going to say, you'd have to be trying to hurt sneakers. Some people might wrap bubble wrap around them. I think it's a waste. Environmentally, it's a waste, and those shoes don't need protection. Firstly, they're not collector's edition sneakers, and they were not expensive. That part doesn't matter. I still want to make sure they're okay. But the way I put them, their sole's outward, so any bumps like that, it is just rubber hitting the ground. So I'm not concerned by that, not one little bit. Edward. It's funny, I was joking about, having the glowing skin of Edward before. I've got to remember to upload that video too. I know I say it a lot, but I really appreciate you guys being here with me. It's really good. It is really good. Okay, so that one, I'm running out of time too, so I'm mindful of that. And yes, I could return here afterwards, but I tend to, after counselling, it's not that my day will stop, but I do tend to want to just go home and work from home then. All right, Brad, let's pack your movie. Brad R, thank you. Oh, small satchel for CJ's order. Let's put CJ on the bag. CJ in the house, CJ. And because I don't have satchels at home now, I brought everything out here. And I've got to get 2 special record holders because I did a private sale as well for my dear friend Puddy McPudpud channel member. And so, yeah, I've got to ship everything like that off today together. I don't have record mailers at home, so I'll need to purchase them at the post office. Pinata. Now this is for Tim. Now I tend to write sometimes some foul stuff in these, so I'm going to. I just hey Tim, fancy some dipping sauce for that effing taco. They're delicious. Now, once he reads the book, he's going to know what I mean. And then he'll be disgusted. But it's fun. I love writing horror. I love writing extreme horror. I love people going, oh my God, what the hell was that? The shock value. Pinata is all of that. It is a sad story. It is a sad story. Even though people go, oh, like one person wrote, it's got no plot. But I was like, did you even effing read that? It's totally got a plot. It's even got an end. Like you start and there is an end. It's just, I didn't do chapter breaks or anything like that because I wanted it to feel frantic and like, and I even did like, see if I can find something. No, there's swear words on almost everything. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty full on. So here's part of Pinata. Every now and then, one of the dolls would either tap her with its toes or exude gas from its decaying bowels. It tickled. She looked back every now and then to check out her hard work. Those little Fs better appreciate what she had done for them. The dolls hung up by their necks from a beam that ran along the length of the ceiling. They were so cute. She had gone to the thrift shop during the day to dress them up in pretty costumes. They glimmered and shone as though illuminated by the fires of hell itself. Every now and then, she could have sworn she heard them mutter to each other. The sound was like musical triangles being struck in a weird concert of death. Giggles ran out around the apartment, and the beautiful shrieks of a god in a pot. And then I can't tell you anything else because it gives away stuff. It's crazy. Thanks, Tim. Like I said, it's extreme. Think of everything bad that happens in there. Well, no, not everything, but a lot. If you ever buy it, if you do, just read the first couple of pages. I put all the trigger warnings in there. Yeah, you'll have bought it, but it'll save you reading it if you do get upset or offended. I do put the trigger warnings at the start of the book, to be fair. To be fair. 1039. Okay, the Stussy top. I'm hoping that will fit in a small, I think it will. And I'll just pop it straight in. It's funny, it's a good problem. I am ripping through these small satchels though. Some of you will laugh. I only just figured out, like, I use My Post Business, but I always handwrite everything, which is stupid. But oh, sorry, just so as you can see, it's just a small mailer, small satchel, and I just pop it in. I just roll it up, pop it in. It's material. There's not much I can really do about that. And when I get home, I'll do the proper thing for it. And Shaylin. And then I write that for my own records, and then I just put the mailing label over the top of it. Makes it nice and easy, lemon squeezy. I thought I'd actually brought one of my bags for post, but I mustn't have. I mustn't have. That's okay. Now, some of these do not have to be out for a little bit yet, but it is my personal preference that I get mail out as soon as possible. It buys me time, and I would advise that you guys do that also. It buys you time. It lets your customer get it just that little bit earlier, which at the end of the day is pretty cool to know that we're able to do that for them. So this is going to Karina. And also, if you don't have My Business Post and you are watching this and you are wanting to make money, please sign up for it, okay? I don't use Sendle. Not because there's anything bad. I don't know how to use Sendle. I know some of you do, and I know that Sendle is not available everywhere, whereas Australia Post is available everywhere in Australia. So sign up for My Business Post. It's free. Create an account. Make sure that when you do, you take your QR code down to the post office, or if you've got a label printer at home, that'll be fine. What it does is it lets you automatically put your stuff in that it gets, eBay gets the tracking numbers, and what it does, it starts adding up. Once you hit certain totals, it will allow you to receive some really good discounts. So at the moment, I'm on band 5 for my postage. Band 5, look, I think as far as little business is concerned, band 5 is the highest band. And depending on where it goes, like it may be something that I charge $10 on, but with my discount, I end up paying $6. It has even dropped one time, I think as low as $4.78. But if you're using the eBay mailers, just use them. You'll have to buy them through eBay though. And it is a little bit disconcerting to see your total drop because you bought postage. But it's certainly not a bad thing. All right, guys, so this is everything packed and ready to go. Like I said, I wish I had it. Oh, I do have a little bag here somewhere. Just a little bag, because there's only a little amount of stuff. Where is it? It's just a supermarket bag, but that'll do. I just like keeping them together where I can. Oh, I think I popped it in the car before. It is time to go and have the chat. Sound like I'm learning about the birds and the bees, don't I? Have the chat. Have you had the chat yet? What about that chat? Are you good for a chat? Oh, rat-a-tat-tat. Are you good for a chat? Okay. I left my car keys in there. I know you guys can still hear me, but I'm outside now. I'm back inside. I left my car keys because I'm a duffer. And the car uses a proximity thing to let me get in if I don't push the security buzzer on it. Let's try that again. I'll figure that one out. I'm excited to, well, not excited, that's not the right word, but I'm keen to get home and get everything sorted and get everything shipped off, including the vinyl that I have to get the mailers for. I'll just quickly pop some stuff back in its spot here, making sure that was one of the big things I always used to struggle with as well. I still do. basically picking up after myself. It's a bit childish, I know, but it's also the truth. Something I struggle with a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to disconnect that light. I'm going to go get some counselling done and bare my heart. And I'll talk to you guys once I'm out of there. It probably wouldn't be bad for us to have a bit of a debrief. And then I'll get on home. All right, guys, going to turn this off, like this. I don't have the microphone in, but it just occurred to me after I had turned the camera off. The book is here, thank goodness it wasn't at home. It was in tub 50. I just looked up other items I listed that day. They had their tub in it. I missed it on this one. It's heading to America. Let's go to counselling. Okay, I am actually really glad that I stopped and double checked that location of that book. It just, yeah, sloppy mistake. But I've got it. It can go over. I'll get the Goosebumps book for Naomi once I get home. I've got until tomorrow to send that. In fact, most of them I've got till tomorrow, but I wanted to get it done today. It takes pressure, and I like going to the offsite. I like talking to you guys. The offsite, going there lets me do that. I could do it at home too, but I've moved most of my operation now to the offsite, with the only remaining bit being the getting the label printer out there. And yes, it's a pain carrying my laptop out there to do it, but the printer, the Joey printer, doesn't do Bluetooth for Mac, and all my stuff is Apple. So the printer itself, though, jeepers creepers, it's good. I think, like, when I was handwriting, especially as my business has increased, it was a case of having to handwrite 20 odd labels, or even 10. Absolutely painful to do. But thanks to Joe and the label printer, it doesn't bother me. It's the longest part of the time now is just simply, and maybe you guys have an order that you do this in, is simply just like you've got your parcels, you print everything out, and then simply refinding the parcel to put the label back onto. As I'm not operating with a great deal of space, I can't lay them all out. That's one of the things I noticed that the lady Mel from Back from Burnout, she does a YouTube channel about selling books and her personal life, kind of like what I'm doing, but she's been doing it a lot longer. But yeah, she just sells books, and she seems to have them laid out perfectly, that they're all in the order that the labels come out. Maybe she has a picking list. My orders have not got to that point yet. I think she was saying that she does $4,000 or $5,000 worth of books a week, whereas I'm doing about $1,200 to $1,300 worth of sales a week. Did I say thousand or anyhow? $1,200 to $1,300 worth of sales. If I said 1,000, well, welcome to my club. I am selling courses. Fucking hell, that would be fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, for the camera, it looks better. But when I'm home, it would make it easier. What I'm going to do is, the Daniel table's got some stuff on it now. If you've noticed, when people are kind enough to pass some stuff over, they tend to be, the item tends to be called their name. You know, we've got the Chrissy Mike, we've got the Puddy McPudpud shelf, we've got the CJ shelf. My God. At the moment, we've got the Mark and Beck contribution to the solar panel, but at the moment I'll contribute it to the power station. Oh, you guys are fantastic. You are, you fabulous creatures. So yeah, I that's the only part of the packing I don't like now. It's just refining the parcel. But what I've done at home is I lay them on the floor, more or less in the order that I'm processing the post, because I know that's the order it will print in. When I take it to the offsite, I'll need to clear the Daniel table, and what I'll do is I'll work my way along the tables, and I will put the postage bag at the end that I'm going boom, 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 and it's a bit of a processing line. I think that'll work really well. And I would like to say a big thank you to Ozman WA, Al. Al sent me a parcel today, and I wanted to get it set up to show you guys because it's really cool. And I will be able to use it occasionally in the offsite too. I'll tell you what it is, but I still want to show you guys because it was a very, very generous gift. He got me a gimbal, and apparently from what he was saying in the letter, which by the way, thank you, mate. What he was saying in the letter was it'll track me as I'm moving around. Now, I don't have a lot of movement or room to move, but I'm going to try it because it may be interesting that, you know, I do want to do a couple of, not rant videos, though I'm sure they will be, but maybe videos where I do place the gimbal and I'm just ranting against a backdrop or talking against a backdrop. So yeah, that would be an interesting thought to have. Going to switch off, guys, at counselling or just out the front, so I'll see you soon. Okay. Don't worry, it's not tears. Well, that was an interesting hour. This is the thing, though. It's sort of like sometimes, and I guess it is one of those things where you'd go, well, it's a lot to unpack, but it wasn't terrible. I don't know. It's just one of those things, I guess, where you don't always feel great after talking about stuff that doesn't make you feel great. But here's a fun fact for you, all right? Don't tell anyone I told you. I was talking about my relationships and with my friends, and my friends mean the world to me and I love them. But we also were discussing how much you all mean to me. And I know that might sound crazy because you might be like, well, you don't even know me. And you're right, some of you I don't know. But this is where, like the doctor was like, here's something for you to consider. Yes, you don't know them all, but they do make you feel good, don't they? I was like, yeah, they absolutely do. I said to him, you know, whether I know them or not, they are my friends. And it was just nice to realise. And he goes, another thing I want you to consider is you're building a community of like-minded people. And I was like, yeah, it was nice. I can't, it's hard to verbalise it, despite the fact I talk too much. But the way the Geelong-Flipper crew, you guys, all of you, from new to original viewers, what you bring to my day, and hopefully I bring to yours, is it's a friendship. So it was nice to talk about you all briefly, and nice to realise that, you know, whilst everything in my own personal circumstances isn't the greatest, that I have got a family in you guys. And that may sound like hogwash, but family is what you make it, isn't it? So I do consider that I've got a family. Like, we go hashtag Geelong-Flip-Fam, right? Or Flip-Fam hashtag. But it is. Like, I try to get stuff during the day so as I can be on live now, because having the real-time interaction with you has been really good for me. It just has. I'm grateful. I think that's all it can boil down to. I'm grateful. So yeah, it was nice to realise that. We talked about some of the things, you know, some of my interactions with Mum before she passed away, and things that she asked of me to do, which I've been doing. So yeah, with the autism there and a bit of the military stuff and whatever, I do have a strong sense of justice, which sometimes can be my undoing, but I also believe it's a value point that I don't want to lose. I've just got to learn how to moderate it at times if I see something I don't like. Like, Well, no, then I'd just be a hypocrite. So yeah, I try my best is all I can say. But yeah, it was really lovely to know that you guys are an important part of my day, and to have someone else validate that emotion. Because I was like, yeah, I really care about them. He goes, I know, you can tell. And he knows my channel and everything else, and I don't know if he's ever hopped on, and I don't want to know that, because it would be kind of weird. But I think I would know if someone was on YouTube and they were talking about it. I'd have a quick look at least to see what it was about. Going to go and get some lunch now for Ali and myself, and try to get on with the rest of my day. I'm going to do my finish my post up at home. Tomorrow will be a bit of a work day at the offsite. Ali's going to have lunch with me, then she's going to the offsite. Then I'll get some listing done. I went op shopping yesterday on my day off. We drove past just one place, a Salvo's Thrift that we haven't been to for a while in Shannon Avenue in Geelong West. And I picked up a brand new pair of white Doc Martens, size 14. They're big pair of Docs, men's white combat boots. But they're really cool, and I thought $40 for a brand new pair of Docs. They don't have a box, but they are brand new. They've not been worn. That was good value. I picked up a couple of plush, but we just sort of ducked in, ducked out. It was just a hit and run. We'd just been out for our lunch, and we do go op shopping for fun as well. It's always to look for stock, but it was fun. I didn't film it. I might even show you guys what I got when I get home, because I'll be listing that stuff as well, because it's good ticket items. So it's good that I get them up with the current. I'm doing the current Death Bowl Doom tub, but it's mainly DVD, so there's a lot of listings for me to do, and the most I'll see out of them is probably $10 per. So it's good to get that done too. But yeah, almost at the supermarket, picking up some stuff. I feel like having prawns. It's moments like that I do think to myself, we are so friggin' lucky that we are even in a society where I can just say, yeah, I'm just going to get prawns for lunch. I make them last, and I tend to only buy them when they're on special, or I'll buy a small amount. But I love eating the cold cooked prawns that you've got to peel and stuff like that. They're just delicious. They tick a big box in whatever it is that my body wants in terms of food, maybe the iodine or something, the mercury poisoning. I don't know. Do prawns have mercury in them, or the microplastics? I don't know. But yeah, then I'll get the listings done for yesterday's stuff. I got a little bit of clothing done too. I do need to make a clothing bench board. Flutterby showed me how she made hers, which was kind of neat. If I do the same one, or roughly the same one as her, I might do a how-to and show you how to make it based on what she showed me. Though Mel, if you want to make the video, no, yours is made though. I was going to say, if you want to make the video, I'll edit it, but we can put it up as a how-to. That would be neat. But the one that she did looks very effective, and I think, yeah, we're using the barrier at the offsite at the moment. It's a white fold-out barrier that Ali got, so as I can film without accidentally filming her. So she just works behind the barrier, but we use it as a clothing hang-down point as well. But I think the one that Flutterby's got works a bit better. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Also still exploring options for a light box that I could take backward and forward from the offsite to home, or just leave at the offsite because it's illuminated. I could get photography done there. The only thing I struggle with there is I do like having the TV playing when I'm working, and out at the offsite, yeah, I could run the TV, sure, but it would chew up so much juice that I'd rather not. So that's where I do struggle, in that I do still like working from home. Yeah, I mean, I can't, for some reason, my brain, I know a lot of you can do this, you can photograph and list off the photographs. I don't know why. I don't like that. I'd rather have the physical item in front of me, do the draft first, and then later I can come back and do bulk photography, and I then, like, I might do 500 photos and I'll put them against the listings. So at night when I'm doing the live shows, that's generally what I'm doing. I'm just drag and dropping stuff, or I'm creating drafts. It's going to be one or the other. It's never the whole process, just because I can't process what I'm doing in that period of time. Oh, guys. Okay, so I'm just about to pull up at the supermarket. I will stop. We'll be coming back later though, but I hope you've enjoyed sort of tailing along. Days, sometimes when I do these videos, I'm like, it must feel like it's always the same stuff. I can assure you it's always something different and new challenges, new things to talk about. And of course, knowing that I'm interacting with you guys does help a lot in terms of mixing it up and keeping it fresh. I am going to be talking in a few more videos time about some little scammy things that have happened and ways that we can possibly avoid them. I'm sure you guys have got your own horror stories too. And I need from you, please, because I haven't received a lot of these, is I said, if you can send me questions for a Q&A, I'm going to put a post up on YouTube, a written post, just I think called question and answer. And what I hope is that you guys can ask me those questions, even if you've already done it. Ask them again there, and then we can do a dedicated video. All right, I'm going to get some food. I will see you guys later. Okay, guys, I've been home for a couple of hours since I last spoke to you. Got all the packing done, other bits and pieces that I need to get sent off, and just heading to the post office now to do it. One thing I did realise, and I haven't sent, since I've started using the My Business Post, I've not sent any vinyl records. So there isn't even an area in there that you can choose an LP mailer. But then I looked it up and I found that you need to do it by dimensions, basically. So you can use their mailer because it's rigid and it's good for the records to send them in it, but you won't, well, rather you can't select like an LP mailing box using the app. You've got to put it in as though it's your own packaging. Interesting. It's now just past 3 o'clock. When I get home, I am going to have a small break, and then I'll get back into listing. I'll be going live tonight, which I'm looking forward to. I want to get some drafts and photography done to support that endeavor. And I'm going to list up a $200 pair of Doc Marten shoes, the size 14s that I was talking about earlier. So I'll get that done too, and then that will call it a night. We're gonna have steak and salad for dinner. Yum! I bought some mushrooms to saute. Yum! And all up. It's been a nice little day. At the moment, my 90-day total is still sticking above the $20,000, roughly $400 mark. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping that that does continue and that it does place me into starting to aim toward the $21,000 mark. The pressures that we place on ourselves. I'm just grateful. I am very, very grateful for the fact that I am even able to, support our little family of 2 and 3 cats with what I do, selling on eBay. So, as I said, it's a small income, but it is an income that we can live on, and for that I am very grateful. Because it does come with its moments of stress. I can tell you right now, that sun is beautiful. It's only 16 degrees today. I'm not looking forward to when it decides to, be a Victorian weather. I will need to find excuses to go north and need to find the money to do it. I honestly think sometimes it would be so lovely. It was like I've often said, like Ellie's family's near Toowoomba, but her brother's in Brizzy, and it's like well, her parents are near Toowoomba and her brother's in Brisbane. It's like, even though Toowoomba is fairly similar to Geelong, it's funny, even when it gets cold there, I don't get the aches and pains that I would normally. I don't know if it's about the elevation or what the case is with that, but I always feel better. I don't know though. Here's the debate. Would I be allowed to be called the Geelong-Flipper if I'm then in Queensland? The Geelong-Flipper in Queensland, a little part of me is always in Geelong. Would I just change the name of the channel to Uncle Flip? I don't know. Your mate Tory? Me Tory? Imagine the account was called Me Tory. I don't know. There's just way too many options. And as a result, I'm gabbling like a goose. So I will wrap the show up, the episode, my life, the day. I'll see you guys tonight. Though by the time you see this, you'll have already seen me. Which always is bizarre, that little spin. Look, unless something dramatic happens, this is the end of the show. Thank you so very much for watching, and thank you everyone who became a channel member recently. There's been a lot of people. It helps more than what you're aware. Even the smallest level helps, and I'll do my best always to honor that. So thank you so very much, guys. Pulling into Porter Avenue now. Porter Avenue, go to the post office, the LPO. Say hello to everyone there. Hello, I'm Tory, me Tory. And I can even do a cheeky park right near the post office because there's a park available. That's science. Guys, thank you so very much. Love you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye. Bye.